All right, fellas, here back for another Pokemon Legends ZA Reddit video because we just did recently get the pre-orders go up for Legends ZA on Nintendo eShop, Pokemon Center, Walmart, Target. I believe that like all of the major retailers have already dropped their pre-orders. I do actually want to see if they're still up. Let me go check Pokemon Center real quick. So yeah, if we actually do look here, for one, some Pokemon TCG product technically still in stock, probably not for long. So wow, those are cheap figures. Huh. Okay. Anyway, I'm a little sidetracked. We did get some information here for ZA. Yeah, we got the pre-order. Yeah, there's the pre-order. So if you all do want to do this like pre-order for the Switch 2 or Switch edition of the game, you can get yourself, from Pokemon Center specifically, you can get yourself a free Sitting Cuties plush. I don't think you get to select. I believe it is random. Blah, 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 blah. Pre-order for a special plush. When you pre-order... okay, it doesn't say you get to choose, so... you probably don't get to choose. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, if you all want to pre-order from here, I pre-ordered from Walmart. I might just straight up cancel that pre-order for this, but Walmart tends to ship really quick for me, so I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to play this game as soon as I can. I can kind of miss out on the Sitting Cuties plush. Not really a big deal to me. But anyway, whatever. Let's go through the right here. I want to do another video for Legends ZA since we did get the pre-order stuff released. Not really any information, but you know, I just want to do it because I love ZA. I do Pokemon games, man. It's all such good stuff. So I just kind of want to do this and take a look and see here. Anyway, so what have people been saying on the Reddit? Opinions on my planned team. I'm gonna guess these are Pokemon that have all been confirmed already to return. I'm assuming as much. I mean, that's cool though. I do like a lot of these Pokemon. Like Meowstic is one of the coolest Pokemon. I mean, it does not have a whole lot kind of going for it other than its male-female difference, but I do like Meowstic a lot. Tyrantrum is awesome. This is a cool team. All around, this is a cool team. A little bit slow. I mean, is Dedenne even fast? Wait. Okay, Dedenne is pretty fast. I'm very curious, honestly. That's something I want to kind of bring up is like, how is like Pokemon speed going to make a massive difference in its movement in ZA? Of course, I'm going to assume that a Pokemon's going to be not going to be able to move nearly as fast if they have low speed. That just, you know, makes the most sense, right? But I do want to see like how much is that going to make a massive difference. Like, can a Pokemon like Dedenne here with appropriate commands, can it just like solo any Pokemon basically just from how like fast it could be? ZA has such good potential for like how its like gameplay can work. Like if you want to go for a fast heavy hitter or like a slow bulky tanky just kind of wall that can just whittle down the opponent with ease, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how each of those can do. Why are you getting dislikes on the planned team? Do I even... Is Reddit just being mean? More Joda, absolute cinema. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like people are too upset. I don't know why we got dislikes, but anyway. Choosing your starter plan. How are you all choosing your starter Pokemon? Will it just be the one you like? Wait to see if they have a special form, or just randomly order the pre-order and I'm going with the starter that I get from the bonus? That's not a bad way to go about it, but just for me, out of all the starters, I like Meganium the most. I've never been a big fan of Feraligatr. It's just that it never was one that struck me as being... It's just one that I didn't really like too much. Emboar, I will definitely pick on a replay. I don't dislike Tepig, Pignite, or Emboar by any real means. I just like, out of all of them, I think I like the Meganium the most. So that's why I'm going to go for Chikorita out of all of the starters. Questions about the Pokemon Legends ZA pre-order bonus. A little confused about the pre-order bonus for ZA on the Nintendo Store. It says if you pre-order, you get the starter Pokemon figurine, but it isn't clear this applies to digital or physical. It says when you pre-order either version from the My Nintendo Store, you receive a partner Pokemon figurine as a bonus item. Either version, they mean Switch 2 edition or Switch 1 edition, they mean the physical or digital version. I wanted to buy it digitally to play it the second the game is out, but I really want to get this figurine. Maybe I should just buy it twice. Digital version, play as possible, and physical just for the figurine. I mean, you can probably just find like the figurine like on a third-party website or something, like, you know, eBay or whatever, like some alternative maybe, you know, someone could probably like sell you the figure or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't really stress over it. My assumption is if you buy it from the My Nintendo Store specifically, you'll get the pre-order bonus no matter like what version of the game you get. Actually, let's look at that. Okay, so the exact wording here. Looking at it right here. This is just a UK thing, by the way, so sadly, not... Man, the Charizard figures look cool. Anyway, whatever. It says, pre-orders for physical and digital versions go up on the Nintendo Store on the 11th. That is in 4 days. And they go up on the eShop here, you know, 2 days ago. When you order either version from the My Nintendo store, you'll receive a partner figurine as a bonus item. It says when you pre-order either version, it does not mention at all the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 editions. It only mentions physical and digital. It does mention them down here, but it does not mention them up here. So if you say either, using basic context clues just for like sentence spacing or sentence formatting, I guess, saying either version here implies this. So no matter which version you actually do want to order, let's just close out of all that, you'll be able to get the figurine. So you should be good just to buy if you want the digital version and you order, as long as it's from the My Nintendo store specifically, not the eShop or somewhere else, should be good to get those figure pre-order bonuses. I'm not going to confirm that though. I mean, that just using the wording should be what it means. Team plan. This is sick. Me personally, being honest, just because I love so many Mega Pokemon, I'm probably going to just swap my team a ton to get a bunch of different Mega Pokemon usage in. But this is also really cool. I love both evolutions here. Megalophony is an awesome Mega. Shiny Roserade is cool. I've already gotten a lot of usage myself out of Roserade, though, in Legends Arceus, so I'm probably going to let it sit on the sideline for this game. But then Greninja and Furfrou. Kind of ditching your original starter, though. It's kind of sad, but I mean, there it is. Yes, I used Furfrou in my Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon playthrough. Regret it. It was not a great pick, but I used it up until Ultra Necrozma, so that's how it went. When should I buy ZA? I have big doubt. I don't know whether to buy the Switch 2 edition now and then buy ZA at launch. Or wait till they release a bundle of Switch 2 with ZA, or I could even buy a ZA for the Switch 1 and wait for a Switch 2 bundle with Pokemon Gen 10. That's a lot of comments and a lot of downvotes. I would not buy okay, the only thing that I could see being nice about buying like a bundled Switch 2 and ZA cost is like maybe they'll lower the price a little bit where you save like $20 like you did for Mario Kart World. Or of course maybe it's like a special skin with like Pokemon themes on the Switch and like the dock and stuff, which is cool, but for functionality, who cares? Just if you want the Switch 2 now, get it, assuming, you know, your stores have it and you're not paying like scalper prices, and then get ZA on release, whether it's a Switch 1 edition, you want to upgrade to a Switch 2 pack, or, well, actually, even then, if you want to just wait, yeah, that's actually something interesting to think about. If you just want to wait and you just want to like hope that they like release a Pokemon bundle, buy a Switch 1 copy of ZA, assuming you have a Switch 1, play it on the Switch 1, and then once you get a Switch 2, whether that's a Pokemon edition or whatever, you can then just buy a $10 upgrade pack and upgrade your Legends ZA to the Switch 2 edition. That's just another way to go about it. But either way, I mean, I wouldn't worry about the Switch 2 Pokemon editions at all. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But I wouldn't sink extra money in for it. Pre-orders up on Pokemon Center, yay! Well, Switch 1 version run final. I want to pre-order the Switch 1 version of the game because I'm not going to get Switch 2 for a while. I'm scared it's going to look and run like trash. Same thing is up here. I mean, if the game, like, buy the game for your Switch 1, and then whenever you get your Switch 2, upgrade it to the Switch 2 edition with a $10 upgrade pass. It's not like you can only buy the Switch 1 edition or the Switch 2 edition. You can buy a Switch 1 edition and then upgrade it to the Switch 2 edition. That is a completely valid choice. I think it's very good that Nintendo is actually doing that, because otherwise I think a lot of people would be a lot more upset. But anyway, yeah, so just do that if you want to be safe. Like, if the gameplay's crap, then the gameplay's crap, but, you know, you don't have to deal with it once you get your Switch 2, and then you buy the $10 upgrade pass. Like, you're not spending any extra money that you likely wouldn't have otherwise, right? The starters will have alternate forms. Just seeing another promo, the starters will have, what the hell? Just seeing another promo with 3 starters, and it's only the first stage forms. If we're getting standard for Alligator, we would have seen it by now. Haven't we seen the final evolutions of some of the starters? Like, haven't we seen, like, maybe was it Meganium in, like, a hold on, let's pull the trailer. Okay, so despite looking through each trailer, I actually cannot find any confirmation of the starters' final forms. So, well, I mean, this could be true. But I think it's just Megas. I don't know why they've opted to not show the starters as final evolutions. That is odd to me. But I do think they'll just have Mega Evolutions. I don't think that they're going to have any special forms of them. Switch 1 plus Switch 2 upgrade pack versus Switch 2. Or, yeah. I'm planning to get the pre-order, but I want to make sure which one I should get. I want to clear answers if anyone can provide. I know the improvements are the same with the upgrade pack and Switch 2, but, like, why is there a difference in size? Is the improvements all there, and we just need to get the pack then to unlock it? Yes, that's pretty much all there is. You buy the Switch 1 game, and you can play it on either edition. You buy the upgrade pack, and it'll basically just apply Switch 2 unlocks to the game, and probably download the 5 gig update. Whatever it is, that you should be good. That's it. That's all there is to it. You need need to redeem it. What? Pre-orders for this game are live on eShop, and I learned that you can use a Nintendo Switch Online voucher. Oh, okay. For the Switch 1 version of the game, but not Switch 2 version. However, well, yeah, you can't buy any Switch 2 editions of the games with the NSO vouchers. You can also just pre-order the upgrade pack for Switch 2 separately, so if you're looking for a cheaper way to obtain Switch 2, use a voucher for the Switch 1 version, spend $10 on the upgrade. Yeah, if you all have Nintendo Switch Online and you can buy the vouchers, which are basically, they're $99.98. I only learned about these yesterday, by the way, because I only got Nintendo Switch Online yesterday. But you can buy vouchers on the Nintendo eShop if you've got Nintendo Switch Online, if you got those, that are $99.98, which can be used to redeem pretty much any mainline Switch 1 game, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, ZA was up there for pre-order, stuff like that, and those are obviously like $70 games, right? But you basically get and you get 2 vouchers. So for $100, you get 2 vouchers to redeem 2 of those games. You know, those games could be anywhere again between $60 and $70, so you save up to $20-$30 pretty much on buying the games that way. So, you know, you can get ZA for basically $50 and then buy the upgrade pack for $10, making it a $70 game turn to a $60 game if that's how you want to do it. But of course, I like to have physical versions of my games, other than the upgrades. I'm not buying a physical version of the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions. I just bought the upgrade packs, or well, it's Nintendo Switch Online for the upgrade packs. So, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is true. Then you have our pre-order bonuses from different stores for ZA. There's the UK one. Question about Pokemon Center. Okay. Anyone who's ordered stuff from the Pokemon Center website, specifically pre-orders, do they come on the intended date? For me, and when it comes to like Pokemon TCG stuff, it's usually like the day of or day after. So pretty quick, but you know, that may not be the case for everyone. You could potentially get unlucky, which is why I'm not too keen on pre-ordering from Pokemon Center. I already have a Walmart very close to me that I can just pre-order the game and it'll be here same day. So that's why I'm not too concerned on that. My really early game build. Real, I love this. I see a team in every new post, so I guess I should put mine. I didn't even know this was a thing. Okay, my thing. I hope all Megas return. I really hope all Megas return. But I'm kind of not expecting it. But this, my thing is like Mega Sceptile. Like I love Mega Sceptile. It's awesome. I want it to return. But there's the chance of me that's saying it's not returning because I calculated it. I did the math. If you don't count any new Pokemon getting Mega Evolutions, only counting old Pokemon, that is 95 Pokemon that can either evolve into a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, or it's a Pokemon that can't Mega Evolve. 95 Pokemon between all of them. And that does include legendaries, but still. Like, that's a lot. Like, that is a hell of a lot. And again, that's not including any new Megas we may get in Legends ZA. And if we go off of Legends Arceus' Pokedex, which is 240 Pokemon, that's nearly half the decks that can Mega Evolve or evolve into something that can Mega Evolve. I don't think they're going to do that. So unless the game's Pokedex is like, 400 Pokemon or something like that, I don't think we're going to see the return of every Mega Pokemon, which I think would be unfortunate, very, very sad. But I don't know. I'm just not too hopeful on it. I'm hopeful, but I'm not coping. Anyway, research tasks will return. I'm curious if they'll be making a comeback, and I want them to return. Personally, I think they might not be in the same way they did in Legends Arceus. I don't think you'll have to catch 25 Bidoofs to get a 10 in the Pokedex. I think they will work in the main series if you catch Pokemons in the Pokedex. I do think they may return as challenges given to players by characters, where if you complete them, you get a reward, sort of like side quests. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be interesting to see the Pokedex force you to do more stuff for completion. I think Legends Arceus is actually pretty good in that aspect. I mean, obviously catching Pokemon, have it registered, makes it easy for completing the Pokedex. But in my opinion, I really do like to see, again, the same style of Legends Arceus, where, you had to do extra stuff for the Pokedex. Which may have been why Legends Arceus' Pokedex was so small, 240 Pokemon. And, if you say that, that might not return, you could then try and support the argument that Legends ZA will have a bigger Pokedex than Legends Arceus, again, 300 to 400 Pokemon or something like that, or maybe DLC with even more Pokemon. You can support that argument however you like. Of course, Legends Arceus not having any paid DLC for extra major content, it was just the Daybreak stuff with some extra battles and the mass outbreaks. But other than that, we didn't really get much. I could definitely see ZA getting a DLC, like an actual full-fledged DLC, introducing new Pokemon mechanics and stuff like that. And I do hope it does happen because I'm gonna love this game and I want to be able to play more of it. But anyway, yeah, I could definitely see the return of the way the Pokedex works, I guess, in ZA. I honestly think I do. But also I could see it not returning. Again, you know, supporting this argument, you know, maybe they'll make it like into a side quest type of thing. I could see that, you know, happening as well. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Legends ZA and all of this stuff for like the pre-orders, the team, people making new teams and stuff like that. This game is so hype. It's so awesome. We've got so much building up to it. I mean, of course, I've got a job, so it's good, and I'm gonna have like classes and stuff, so it's gonna make it really hard to be able to pump out consistent content for the game. But I do want to. I want to make, you know, series through it, stream it, have a lot of fun with it. And that's really it. Really is what I want to do. But we'll just have to see, right? We'll just have to see how it all goes. We're oh man, don't we all love having lives? Oh well, it is what it is. I'll see you later. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.